Tom McCormick left Rhode Island in 2003 after graduating from the University of Rhode Island, where he played hockey. But just a year after getting settled, he learned that his father Mike's health was declining and he had just been diagnosed with lung cancer.
When I came home, he looked a lot different. He had lost some weight and he was on chemo, radiation treatments, and he was really, his health was declining. I just remember saying, this could happen any day, and I want to spend as much time with him as possible. So, golf for me took a back seat.
Mike McCormick died from lung cancer at the age of 58 in April of 2005. He was an accomplished golfer and a 1992 Rhode Island Amateur finalist.
I was a kid, but I'd also had to grow up real quick. My sister at the time was 8 years old. That crushed me as a person, but I had to grow up quick. There was no other choice.
Tom's memories of his father run deep. A huge part of them was on the golf course. Triggs Memorial Golf Course was their home course, and playing golf shaped their relationship one shot at a time.
Playing in the father-son since the time I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. The first time at Valley was the first one we ever played in. Those were great memories.
But now there was a hole inside Tom that needed healing. He had spent so long trying to help his father survive, and it was mentally taxing. He needed a place to go, something to do, so he went back to what he knew.
I remember going to Cranston Country Club and just banging balls for hours. He died, April 13th, 2005, and I remember, the next week I'm at Cranston every day, just trying to get rid of the anxiety, the sadness, all that stuff, because I feel like for so long I had done stuff for him, and I needed to take care of myself mentally.
McCormick didn't compete at all in Rhode Island Golf Association events in 2004, but he returned to action in 2005 in the Rhode Island Public Links at Triggs. After a final 9 surge on Sunday, he found himself in a playoff with Jamie Lukowicz.
I had about a 2-footer to win, straight up the hill, and I had tears absolutely pouring out of my eyes. I was standing over this putt, I could not see the hole, and I said, there's no way he's gonna let you miss it, so you might as well just hit it.
After an emotional night, McCormick teed it up the next day in the 100th Rhode Island Amateur at Kirkbrae Country Club with no expectations. He squeaked into match play and won his first 2 matches. He then took out RIGA Hall of Famers Dr. George Peary of Valley and Charlie Blanchard of Wannamoisett in the quarterfinals and semifinals respectively. He defeated Peary 2-up and Blanchard 1-up to face Crestwood's Billy Auger in the final. He would pull off the unthinkable, defeating Auger 4-3. Having not won a Rhode Island Amateur match prior to that week, McCormick won 5 straight. He even had to qualify at Cranston to get in. McCormick received so much support that week from family, friends, as well as Paul Damiano, the father of his best friend John, who carried his bag through the semifinals, and his uncle Mike Derdarian, who carried his bag for the final.
It meant the world to me. I can still remember my 8-year-old sister, following the match and me looking at her every couple holes. Then my friends came. My grandmother, who's since passed away, was there. It was like the whole family was involved. All my really close buddies. I must have had 15 people here. I felt like I was doing it for them too.
For winning, Kirkbrae offered him a 1-year honorary membership. After that ran out, he joined the club on his own. Kirkbrae has become part of the fabric that has molded him into the person he is today, something that might not have been possible had that fateful week in July of 2005 not happened.
And I'm very, very appreciative of everything this club has done for me. The membership's fantastic. I've met so many good people. It really is a special place, a great family atmosphere, a great golf course, and I love it.
16 years later, the 116th Rhode Island Amateur returns to Kirkbrae, and the memories of 2005 will be on McCormick's mind. It will offer him a great reminder of his father, his family, and his triumph.
That great week I had in 2005 followed the worst week I've ever had in my life. But, 2005 was special. It always will be. I'll always have that in the back of my head. But life's about being, a bunch of ups and downs, and I just happened to have an up after a really bad down, and I appreciate that.
Reporting for the Rhode Island Golf Association, I'm Dalton Balthaser.